Hey, bro, before we get into the video, I do one-on-one coaching and I also have an accountability group of young men on self-improvement. We have weekly group calls. We have a group chat. You can meet boys from all around the world. Go check out the description. Okay, bro, I'm going to change your life in this video. I am, but you're going to have to be really open to what I have to say, and this is going to come across quite savage. But you boys know me. I'm only going to ever tell you the truth about yourself, and this is a video that I would have needed when I was in the same position that you might be in. Maybe you're in a better position than me and you might not need this video. I don't know. But I'm going to try and help you the best that I can, bro, and I promise you that. There's a person in your life right now that's stopping you from everything. And who do you think that person is? I want you to really ask yourself. Because I know that you could blame your parents, you could blame your friends, you could just blame the universe for your monumental fuck-ups. You like to do that as well. I've done that, don't get me wrong, I've done that. For 3 years of my life, I was the king of playing the victim, blaming everyone else except for me. But let me tell you something. This is the only person stopping you from achieving every single thing that you want. And this is huge. It's not social media, it's not porn, it's not your family, it's not your friends, it's no one. It's this person. And there's a version of you, and I want you to understand that, bro, that already has accepted this, that in this world, you are your biggest enemy. I don't need to wait for social media, or I don't need to try and destroy you. I don't need all these other things to destroy you. You're going to destroy yourself. You are your biggest enemy. You boys have heard me say this before, but you're your biggest enemy, or you're your biggest asset, and you choose who you're going to be for your own life. No one has got a gun to your head telling you to be a loser, telling you to be a guy that can't stick to his word, that can't control what goes down his throat. No one's telling you to be the guy that you are. You've just submitted and surrendered to the fact that this version of you right now is the best that it gets. I mean this. You've surrendered that, okay, you're overweight, you're broke, or you're not about it, or you're riddled with anxiety, you're addicted to all these vices, porn, video games, drugs, alcohol, whatever. You've surrendered to the fact that this is where your life's at. Sure, it'd be nice to have a nicer life, maybe nice to have a nice body, couple of honeys, one here, some money, but that's just for the lucky. That's just not in my cards. And the truth is, if someone else has achieved something in this life, why can't you? There's no reason other than you. And this is what we're going to break open in this video, bro. You see, in this world, yeah, as men, we're in a big competition. Me and you, bro, we're about to go at it. I mean that. But at the same time, the biggest competition that you're in, it ain't with me, it ain't with the opposition, porn, video games, social media, all of that, your friends, your family. The biggest competition that you're in right now is with you. And this is huge. Because in this world, it is you versus you. And this is huge, right? There's a version of you that exists today, right? And I want you to understand this. Maybe you're 20 years old, you're 24, you're 26, young, handsome like me. It doesn't matter how old you are. Where you're at right now is just a byproduct of the people you've associated with, the habits that you've been doing for your whole life. Just your whole life, and what none of us really want to know is that our whole life is just an accumulation of the shit that we've been doing. So you are exactly where you deserve to be in your life right now. If you're overweight, if you're broke, it's because your spending habits have outpaced the money that you've made. If you're fat, it's because you've ate more calories than you've fucking burnt. If you don't have good friends around you, it's because you've not been a good person to attract higher quality people. Right? I'm just spitting things out here. But we are an accumulation of the things that we've been doing. Right? So I'm going to use me. I'm 26 years old, young, handsome, sexy, smart, intelligent, the man. And let me show you something, right? Before I got to this point in my life, so 26 years old, there was a version of me that I had to destroy. And from the age of about 20, I went on this mission to destroy that version, right? The undisciplined drug addict with bad vices, not a man of his word, no confidence, no self-esteem, fat and overweight. Well, actually, no, at this point I was a skinny drug addict. I mean that. So, what we are is an accumulation of who we are, right? And what most of us get wrong, and I really want you to understand this, is that we overestimate what we can do in a week, or 2 weeks, or even a day. Because what happens? Well, I want to lose weight, but as long as I can get a six-pack in a day. I want to make $1 million, but as long as I can make $1 million in a week. And what most of us do, right, is we try hard. We give a good 2, 3, 4 hours into working hard one day, no results, game over. I go back to my old ways. I was the king of that. I was the king of excuses, and I was the king of quick results. And I was getting in my own way with that mindset, right? So look, there's a version of you right now that exists. You're living, breathing, you're alive, well, but this version, and I'm telling you this now, you need to go out and fucking destroy him. This version of you that exists, right, today, you got to understand that this version needs to be destroyed. The guy that makes excuses, that isn't about it, that hasn't necessarily focused on good things in his life, or whatever you're struggling with. You're going to have to kill this version of yourself for a version of you that in 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, you're going to have to kill this version for a better version of you to exist in that time frame, right? So here's what I want you to understand, right? The version of you that has everything, right? And it doesn't really matter what age this is, because we as men, we have the advantage of aging like fine wine, and I want you to really feel that way, right? We get better with age. We're girls, bro. I'm not going to get into it too much, but you know what I'm trying to say. Look, this version of you that has every single thing in the world, right? Who's been stopping you? It's you. And the beauty of that is, right, because you've been your worst enemy, you can also be your biggest asset. And I want you to understand this. We can choose, and it's the only thing that we really can choose is how the fuck we act towards something and what we choose to do with our time, right? So here, I'm going to give you a really broad example, right, of what your life is. Because we just spoke about, we are an accumulation of who we are. What I want you to get is this. Take a look at this. Let's say that you're doing bad habits, right? Bad habits, not a man of your word, always sleeping in, never doing what it is that you're meant to do, yes, making excuses, prioritizing the wrong things, whatever. That's your bad habits, right? And then this is good habits. You're working hard, focused, training hard, trying to focus on your mission, your purpose, just trying to win all round, right? What I want you to understand is that here and here, here and here, what's the difference? There ain't no difference, right? Let's say that this is 1 year. And this is 1 year. And in this space here, you know what's in here? It's time. And this time is going to pass regardless, right? Time's going to go regardless. The world's always going to be spinning. Doesn't matter if you wake up on time or you don't. Doesn't matter if you work hard or you don't. Doesn't matter if you got shit going on or you got a lot on your plate or you don't. The world's always going to continue to spin. Everyone's going to get up for work. All the people that are true winners are going to outwork you. Time is going to always go. And what I want you to understand is that you choose, and it's the only decision that you can choose about yourself, is what you do in this time. Are you going to be a man of your word? Or are you going to be a man that builds up so much distrust in himself because you're not a man of your word? Are you going to be a man of honor? And you say you're going to do something and you do it? Are you going to be a man that's always consistently working, elevating up, transcending up, not taking excuses? Are you going to be that guy? Are you going to destroy that version of yourself that exists today so that this motherfucker with the good habits, right, in a year's time, he's got everything? Or you're going to be this guy here with the bad habits, the man that you've been, and you're going to go through the next year and have nothing? Or maybe you're a little bit better, but a whole year's passed and you've only got this far? You choose who you are, but you need to understand, bro, cutting these vices off, right? You got bad habits, you got negativity reigning in your mind, you're not a man of your word, whatever, too much anxiety, whatever. You got to understand, it's all in your mind. I'm addicted to porn. No, you're not. Who said that? You're addicted to drinking or video games? No, you're not. You're just weak. You are just weak. The one thing that we have in this world that we have control of is our mind, right? Our actions, our minds, what we do, how we perceive things, all of them. And you really need to understand that your mind is your biggest asset, your biggest tool, your biggest ally. But you've been poisoning it for the last 26 years, last 20 years. And you're an accumulation of everything that you've been poisoning your body, your mind, your whole frequency is being fucking tainted. And I want you to understand this, right? When you tell yourself in this very present moment, you are going to do better than how you performed yesterday. Your whole life will change. I believe that. If you say today that you're going to quit all these bad vices, if you say that you're going to fucking do something, you can do it. You just have to go to war with yourself. Get an axe and go to war with that version of yourself that's pulling you towards the fast food, towards the video games, towards the porn, towards the negative thoughts, the feelings. You need to go to war. And how you win and how you become the better version of yourself. This is savage, right, bro? But it's the truth. Every single time, right? Your old version, or the self that the person you've been for this amount of time, he wants to go and jerk off, or he wants to go smoke that joint, or he wants to go drink, or play the games. As soon as you do the opposite of what the old version of you has done, as soon as you make that decision, and you do the thing that you know that you should do, boom! You've just taken a massive step forward to solidifying and ingraining in yourself that you're a different person. Listen to me. Nothing changes in this world if nothing changes. Nothing at all. You can't expect different results if you do the same fucking thing. So how you change your life, bro, is understanding that there are two versions of you that exist. There's a version that's a winner. There's a version that you've always been. Time is always going to pass. You got to get out your own way and understand that you need to be an accumulation of good habits of moving forward, transcending up, being the fucking winner to get to where you're trying to get to win. It's huge. No one's stopping you but you. You have control of your mind. Understand this. You don't have control of me. Never would, because boom, boom, boom. I'd be coming after if you try to control me, bro. But I'm trying to say the one thing that you can control is you. So control yourself. Stop being weak. I could tell you that it takes a couple of weeks to break a habit or a couple of months. I do believe that to some degree. Like if you're really fucked up, it takes a little while. But if you go to war with yourself and you tell yourself that, okay, I'm in control of my life, not my laptop, not my video games, not the porn that I've been watching, not the girls that I've been talking to, not anything. You are in control. You'll be able to conquer anything that you set your mind to. I mean that. What are you going to be in this world, bro? You're going to be a winner or a loser? You're going to be the hunted or the hunter? Like, what are you going to choose to be? Choose to be a winner. Choose to be that guy that's got that cerebral ability to win by going to war with that old version of yourself. The only way that you kill him is by doing the complete opposite of what he wants you to do. And that's how you drive the stake through his heart. I mean that, bro. Savage. I know, but this is it. Very basic. You don't need to really go deeper than this when you understand that you're either your biggest enemy or your biggest asset. What else do you want? Understand that you got everything in here to win or lose. It's all up to you. You want coaching, bro, 101? Want to be speaking to me every day? Link in the description. Love you, bro.